Okay, girls, let us go through the problem number 4 on a right circular cone. It says that before moving on to this question, let us see the note point. I want you to just remember that I discussed about this in the spheres as well. Whenever we have two lines which are parallel to each other, the direction cosines would be same. That means if you have two lines, the denominator would be same. But the two lines, the condition is that the two lines should be parallel to each other. So I have a question which states that show that the equation of a right circular cone with vertex 2, 3, 1 axis is parallel to this line and one of its generators has DCs proportional to 1 minus 1 is this. Basically I have to show that my right circular cone looks like this. So girls, I always told you that do remember that whenever I am constructing the equation of a right circular cone, what are the most important things I'll have to remember? I have to make sure that the vertex is there, I have an axis, that is a fixed line is there, as well as the cos theta angle should be there, that is the semi-vertical angle. Now if I observe over here, the vertex has been present to us, the axis is not given to us, but then the hint to construct the axis is given. What is it telling? That the axis is parallel to the line, as well as what about the semi-vertical line? Even that is not present. Maybe there must be some hint hidden here in the question. So when we start solving it, let us talk about it one by one. So let us move on to the solution. So the solution, we'll first write down what all is given to me. So what is given? Given vertex. And vertex is always what I denoted by alpha, beta and gamma, which is 2, 3 and 1. And then what else is given to me? Given line x by minus 1, y by 2 equals to z by 1. And this is given line is parallel to axis. So now basically if I have the straight line under the right circular cone, vertex is 2, 3, 1 and this line is somewhere parallel to the other line. So this line is reading as x by minus 1, y by 2, z by 1. So what about the straight line I have to construct? This straight line is passing through the point 2, 3, 1. So I'm going to get it as x minus 2, y minus 3, z minus 1 divided by, since this line is parallel to the given line, the direction cosines would be same. So I'm going to copy down the same denominator. So I'm going to write down given line is parallel to the axis implies the axis is a straight line passing through the vertex. If you look at this, is the vertex passing through the vertex alpha, beta, gamma and drs minus 1, 2 and 1. So I'm going to construct the straight line. Alpha is 2, so x minus 2 by minus 1, y minus 3 by 2 equals to z minus 1 by 1. So I got my axis. So he was asking for the axis. I got the axis. What else do I need, girls? I need to construct my cos theta. So now when I am constructing the right circular cone, I should have vertex, I should have axis, both of them I have constructed. Now I need to construct the angle cos theta. Girls, you'll remember that I have a formula for a cos theta. So the cos theta formula says that it's nothing but L1 L2 plus M1 M2 plus N1 N2 divided by under root of L1 square plus M1 square plus N1 square into under root of L2 square plus M2 square plus N2 square. So if I'm able to plug it into this formula, then I will get my cos theta angle also. But then in that case, I need two set of drs. One is L1 M1 M1 and the other one would be L2 M2 and N2. But I can get my L1 M1 N1 from the axis the given. So I'm going to write down here L1 comma M1 comma N1 is nothing but from the axis. So it's going to be minus 1, 2 and 1. What about the other L2 M2? Do I have, if I come across this, do I have any other hint given to me? Is that the generator is having one more direction cosines proportional to 1 minus 1 and 1. So that means I have one more direction cosines. That is 1 minus 1 and 1. So I got one more, that is your L2 M2 and N2. That is going to be your It's already given in the question as direction cosine, so it's going to be what? 1 minus 1n. So now I have to construct. Now in order to go for the right circular cone, I should have vertex, axis and cos theta. So I'm going to construct my cos theta using the formula L1 L2 plus M1 M2 plus N1 N2 whole divided by under root of L1 square plus M1 square plus N1 square into L2 square plus M2 square plus N2 square. Let us start plugging in everything in the formula. So my cos theta would become L1 L2 minus 1 plus M1 M2 minus 2 plus N1 into 1 whole divided by under root of 1 4 1 under root of 1 1 1 1 square 1 square 1 square. So I'm going to get my plus 1 and minus 1 would get cancelled. So I'm going to get it as cos theta, which is minus 2 whole divided by 6 and root 3. So my cos theta would become minus 2 by 6 3s are 18. But then in the formula, I require cos square theta. So I'll find it out and keep it aside. So that will be easy for me to pick up. So 4 by 18 under root. So this is my cos square theta. So now I will go for my the right circular cone formula. As I told you always, again I'm going to repeat it. How will you remember the cos theta formula? Just by the straight line passing to the alpha, beta, gamma. So I'm going to look at this and I'm going to keep on framing. So I'm going to write down, let the equation of the right circular cone be L into x minus alpha. So look at this, just multiply denominator and the numerator. L into x minus alpha plus m into y minus beta plus n into z minus gamma whole square. Then I'm going to expand L square plus m square plus n square into x minus alpha whole square plus y minus beta whole square plus z minus gamma whole square. And then what is an extra term? Cos square theta. So I'm not going to see alpha, beta, gamma, lm, and I'm going to substitute each and everything over here. I'm going to just write it down. But everything I'm going to do it from my axis. So axis denominator into numerator. So implies minus 1 into x minus 2 plus 2 into y minus 3 plus 1 into z minus 1 whole square equals to 1 plus 4 plus 1 L square m square n square into x minus 2 whole square plus y minus 3 whole square plus z minus 1 whole square into cos square theta, which is 4 by 18. So 4 5 6 6 1s are 6 3s are 18. And this will become, if I'm going to expand this is going to become minus x plus 2 plus 2y minus 2 3s are 6 plus z minus 1 into whole square. 4 5 6 6 1s are 6 3s are 18. So I'll be left out with 4 by 3 into, I'll start expanding what is there here. So it's going to be a square plus b square minus 2ab. A square plus b square minus 2 3s are 6 2ab plus a square plus b square minus 2ab. And then 3 I can send to the other hand side, and then implies 3 into minus x plus 2y plus z. 6 minus 1 is minus 7. Minus 7 plus 2 is minus 5 whole square. 4 into x square plus y square plus z square minus 4x minus 6y minus 2z. And then what do I have in the constant? 10 14 plus 14. So let me start solving this now. So I'll multiply 4 with each and every term. And then, but this is what? The expansion of a plus b plus c plus d whole square. So I'll just tell you what is an expansion of a plus b plus c plus d whole square, so that you will be able to remember. It is nothing but, see girls, square each and every term. A square plus b square plus c square plus d square. Then 2ab. A multiply with rest of the term. So 2ab plus 2ac plus 2ad. Then b multiply with the rest of them. B into a is already done, so I'm not going to calculate that. With the rest of the time, I'll start calculating bc, 2bc plus 2bd. Then the next one would be c with the rest of the term. ca is done, cb is done, cd. So 2 cd over d is multiplied with each and every term. So this is the expansion of a plus b plus c plus d whole square. So now I'm going to, with the pencil, if you want, you can do this. I'm just writing down this. This is nothing but a, b, c and d. So we'll do the expansion for this. So a plus b plus c plus d whole square would become, so I'm going to write it down, 3 into a square plus b square plus c square plus d square plus 2ab. So it's going to be minus 2 2s are 4 4xy 2ab plus 2ac. So 2ac is what? Minus 2ac is 2xz, and then 2ad. So it's going to be what? Minus plus. So it's going to be 10x. Then we'll have, so I'm done with 2ab, 2ac, 2ad. Then I'll finish with 2bc. So 2 2s are 4 4yz, 2bc plus 2bd, 2bd. So 2 2s are 4, 4 5s are 20 minus 20y, then 2cd, 2cd, 2 5s are 10 minus 10z. So it's going to be what? Minus 10z. So this is the expansion of a plus b plus c plus d whole square. Now I'm going to multiply 4 with each and every term. So I'll be getting it as 4x square plus 4y square plus 4z square minus 4 4 is 16x, 4 6 are 24y minus 8z plus 56. Then I'm going to expand the numerator and solve. So I'll be left out at the end with solving all of this and putting all like terms together. I'll be left out with x square minus 8y square plus z square plus 12xy minus 12yz plus 6z x minus 46x plus 36y plus 22z minus 19 equals to 0 is the required equation of right circular cone. So I have to show that. That means the last my equation should tally with this one. If you're going to compare, it's going to be the same. Hence, we have proved. So girls, let us just revise once again. In order to construct the right circular cone, I need the vertex, I need the line, that is the axis, and I need the angle. So if I look at the question, the vertex is given to us, the line instead of axis, it is given that the axis is parallel to the other line is given to me. So according to the condition, what I know, when the two lines are parallel, the direction cosines would be the same. So but this is the straight line which passes through 2 3 1, and from here I got my denominator. So this is the axis I got. L1 M1 M1 from the straight line I got. What about L2 M2 N2? It is present in the question. So whenever I have cos theta formula, I need two set of drs. I got that. I've constructed my cos theta value, and then I'm going to substitute into my right circular cone formula, solve this, and I'll get the solution. Hence and I'm able to show that the given equation is same as the given equation in the question. Okay, girls, now we'll move on to the next problem.